1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Hello, hello. Do we have sound, chat? Let me check. Okay, so this is working. This is working. We have sound. Alright, so let's put Bobby to the task. Hey, Bobby. Yeah. Yay! Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Oh la la, and we got a member! Ferreo, my man! Thank you very much for your support, dude. Happy Friday. Thanks again for your continued support. Much appreciated. Xero Linux, what's up? Are you the first? I guess you were. Lomkey, how are you? Randomai, what's up? SE2. Oh la 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 la. Steelpeak. Gandhi. Popolvar. Abdella, what's up? Varisk on Twitch. Did you see that Christitius switched from Arch to Fedora for stability as he moved from content creation into development? What? Salut G Carpenter. Salut It's Rangy Pitbull, what's up? Sound was not as important as we have coffee check. Yes. I am on Windows 11 at the moment. I've been better. What the heck? What's happening to you, dude? Okay, so listen, chat. I have to be honest with you. This morning, I was not going to stream because there were a huge thunderstorm here in Toronto, and yesterday I had the power like getting destroyed like twice in a row, dude. I've been looking for some type of like UPS because like, you know, like I start to be worried, chat. I start to be worried because the power outage, if it breaks, it's fine, right? We can still relaunch the live and whatever. It's not really an issue. But you know what is the real problem? It's like this power outage, if it burn my hardware, I'm toast. This is what I've been thinking. I'm like, dude, I might escape the 12-pin power issue with NVIDIA, but maybe the freaking storm is gonna destroy my freaking PC, dude. Ah! So yeah, but it looks like it stopped now. So I just launched the stream. I had an old UPS running around for my streaming PC. So even if everything like, you know, and we'll still have this UPS running, but I have nothing for my 5090. And the problem is like, can you imagine the amount of power you need for this? You need a really like solid UPS, and my UPS is not that big. The one I'm running right now, I think it's 600 watts. Yeah, it's a 600 watt UPS, which is a really decent one on paper. But yeah, it wouldn't run my 5090. So yeah. Salut Dan, happy Friday. As long as everything between the storm and your PSU has a fuse in it, you should be fine. Welcome to third world problem. Man. I don't know about third world, first world, second world. I don't know, dude. It's been my life for 46 years. So, like, enlighten me, chat. Enlighten me. If there is a fuse in the middle, it should be fine. So, am I lost in translation here? Let me check. A fuse. So what is a fuse, chat? I think I know what it is, but could a breaker consider it as a fuse or not? Like as long as you are grounded, prise de terre. So this is different. Like being grounded in French is prise de terre. Now the way it works in my place is like the power comes through this huge panel, which has like a big, huge breaker at the top, and then each of the plug and like room for each plug is like divided by sub breaker, which I think are like 15 amp or 20 amp, I don't even remember. And so from then, it goes through the plug, and then the plug goes into my PSU. So what happened? Like, that's a legit question, dude. What happened if, BAM! There is a surge in power because everything collapsed? Actually, I've wrote down every time a power outage happened when my PC was on. It happened 314 times, still working like a charm, sponsored by Seasonic. So the breaker trip, like so the breaker above will trip. And it won't impact the PSU, right? Because I'm thinking, like, in the chain, I'm like, if the breaker doesn't trip, and it goes to my PSU, and then it surges into my 5090, boom! I'm out. But like, looking at the stats from Dan, I think I'm solid. But your PSU also has a line of defense too. So we'll die to save the PC. Man, so I don't really need the UPS, man. Because if it's just downtime, I don't really care. Uh-oh. So if it's a good PSU manufacturer, yes. I always have like only good PSU manufacturer. Your power supply have multiple protector. Google which one you have to see details. Okay, so we should be fine, chat. We should be fine. Okay, so what are we going to talk about, chat? I heard the OpenWebUI chime when the model finishes talking. I know. Dan, this is what it was. UPS is good for graceful shutdown, which is good for your component and no OS. Fair. The only bigger risk if the GPU was full load with the power goes out. What would it make a difference if it's full loading? Because I will just lose what's going on, right? That's all. Because I don't have a graceful shutdown, but it still be working. Okay, we're gonna... Guys, I'm gonna restart. You could ask AI. No, I want to talk to you guys. Like, you see, this is the thing with AI. Yeah, you could ask AI everything you want. But I prefer talking to you. Like, this freaking thing is like fun, but it's not as fun as talking to someone, my opinion. So yeah, yesterday I was looking for a UPS, and so they have really good second-hand UPS for relatively cheap in Canada. So I was looking for those. So you could get a 2100 watt, which is totally overkill. So listen, you could get the basic model for like $300, like $350. You could get a 1000 watt, which is perfect for my like gaming PC. But then I was like, what if I want to put all of my PC on only one UPS? And like that, you see, like it will just make more sense to me. And then we have a problem. And then we have a problem, chat. Because you need a special plug. Like when you go above like 1600 watts here in Canada, you need to change the size of your wire. And I can't do it myself. I have to do it. Like I have an electrician come and do it. Which is fine, but he still need to come and do it. And I was looking to that. The safe route is a 3K VA UPS. I have those and they last 15 to 20 minutes. Nice. Just buy 2 UPS. So even if so this is a trick. I look at that too, it doesn't work either. Because the regulation here in Canada said I need to have one plug by UPS. Like I can't overcharge the line, because if you do that, then the wire get warmed up and then you put the fire to your place. Long story short, chat. Okay, so is this working? Oh la la, it's working. We are looking so good. So guys, I have my coffee. Someone asked about my coffee check. Here you go. Cheers. Happy Friday, guys. Also, thank you, Ferreo, again, for your continued support. Much, much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. So I got Shelly now, and I tested it on my main PC, and I like it very, very much. Simply Dal, what's up? What are those IEM? So those IEM are called... I always forget, dude. Those are the Astral. Man, best IEM I ever had in my life. I switched them like almost a year ago. Yeah, I'm not coming back to anything else, dude. Okay, so we have 4 GB to download. Pretty big update, huh? Since last week? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, huh? Like, it doesn't look great, no, chat? What do you think? Like this doesn't look good, no? Like it doesn't do that on my machine. Maybe because I... Yeah, maybe because I make it bigger, I don't know. Oh wow. Yeah, one of the repo is not up to date. Oh no, it's just flickering because of the application itself. So yeah, normally it's doing a nice square. It's like perfectly squared, but yeah, something went wrong, dude. If the UPS were on a different breaker, it should be fine. But Canada regulation, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it should be fine. But you see, in case there is a fire, and if they make some type of like inquiry and they notice you modify it yourself without having someone checking, you are in big trouble, man. Or like huge trouble. So it's not worth. I didn't get a quote. I was just looking at, you know, the price of the UPS second hand, and there is really good deal here, in my opinion. Like you could get, again, like you could get a monster UPS for like 700 euro. Like, and when I say monster UPS, for me it will be like 2500 watt, like something really really big. So you get them at like half the price. The other thing is that I have my AI GPU server down there. I still need to make video about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with chat, but I'm sorry about my lack of like content those days. But this is really scaring me, dude. Because yeah, if this thing die, I have no warranty on the GPU. I have no warranty on the I have no warranty of nothing. Because it's all like super old material. Second hand, third hand. I don't want to risk it. And you can't find 3090s now for a decent price anymore. So it's like, even let's say I want to take the risk and be like, instead of buying a UPS, I just bet on the fact I will only lose like one 3090. I can find one. Okay, we're gonna reboot. So I don't think it's the math, our math, right? My math. So, you know, not getting an UPS when your PC is worth like 1K, it's fine. Not getting a UPS for like 1K, if your PC is worth 15K or like 20K or like 10K, I think the math doesn't add up. Like in this era, you want to make sure that all your hardware is like treated with a lot of love, dude. The used 3090 showed up to 1000 USD minimum in the US. Yeah. And the model I got, I think they are worth like, you could add up at least like 500 on top of that. So I'm like, it is just not worth it, dude. So I didn't pay this price when I got them, obviously. They were way cheaper. But now I'm like... So Crazy One can sell it, get a 9070 XT or a 5070 Ti. Yeah, but if you are doing GPU stuff, like there is nothing better than a 1390 in terms of like price slash performance. It's not the best when you come to consumption, because they consume a lot, like they consume a lot of power. But the ratio between VRAM, like speed, is just the best, dude. Because it's not because of the size of the VRAM, it's because of the speed of the VRAM, dude. The speed of the VRAM, I believe, like he has like the highest speed. Who does Nick? What's up? Okay, so Shelly, yes. Ah, okay. So everything went well, I believe. I like this. I don't think you need to overthink it that much. Over 7 years of inconsistent power surges, the only thing I lost is a Blender model I didn't save. And always hope for the best. Yes. Okay, I believe you, dude. Right now I didn't do anything. I was just looking, right? Salut la Radville, what are we doing? I don't know what we are doing. Salut my chest. So I look at the news chat, and there were nothing interesting. Like I don't know what's going on right now on Linux, but I feel like everybody is in holidays, which is fine. Like, what's new, dude? We can look at that real quick. See what are the news. But I didn't see anything super interesting. So Plasma 6.7. Fair. But it was released like 2 weeks ago, right? Try play games on live stream. Hard one like Sekiro or Lies of P. Nah. Let's talk Linux, dude. I want to talk Linux news. I'll talk about some project I have on the side. This type of thing. I don't think you guys want to see me play. Valve fixed Diablo 4 on Linux. What? It was broken? What happened? Blizzard broke Diablo 4 on Linux machine with Season 14 update, but Valve have now fixed it themselves in a Proton fix. Checking on my Steam Deck OLED. Yes. 60 FPS, chat. Frustrated if you wanted to jump in with the update, but that's a good turnaround time for Valve getting it officially fixed in Proton so you don't continue to miss out. That's cool, man. Salut Waung. We have already 6.72 for Plasma. Yes, I know. So people couldn't load the game. Okay. It would be a surprise if Blizzard wouldn't break something at release. Man, it's been a long time they didn't break things, to be fair. Outside of this one. Salut, Super Risk Breaker. Mesa 26.2 will have descriptor heap enabled by default in Radvi. Yes, I heard about that. But it's not going to improve performance. Like at least like not as it's supposed to be with NVIDIA. But that's a good thing it's getting pushed. Valve open source the Steam Machine e-ink screen. Oh. Ooh. My man. This is looking cute, chat. Oh, he made a video about it? Valve even provided a video on the GitLab showing it being put together. No way. Which we are rehosting to make it easily viewable for you. Nice! And there is no sound. Holy cow! Uh-oh! I guess there is much to do in Linux gaming right now other than fighting kernel level anti-cheat problem. Yes. And the NVIDIA driver. I can't help to think about the Command Cube when I see the Steam Machine. Rest in peace. That's so neat. Why is the Steam Machine so expensive? Yeah, ask the AI bro, dude. Ask them. So I'm curious. Oh man. You think there is a lot of wiring for this? There is a new DXVK 3.0. Okay, we're gonna take a look at that. I wish they had bare bones Steam Machine because I have memory and M2s. They say that maybe they will push them. Okay. Oh. I like how those guys, they do that and they make it look like it's easy. Like, I'm sure I will be able to do it, but the reality is, like, it will take me so much time to do a good job like he did. So how is he gonna fix that? Oh, got it. Okay, so it's gonna just like press it this way. Chat, we can see the face of the dude. Look, he has a mustache. Look at him. It's him. It's him here. Can see the dude? Easy to learn, hard to master. Yes. Might turn the Steam Machine into a little local AI assistant, overkill a bit, but should be able to run better models than most things its size. Were you able to get into the draft, Ferreo? Okay, by the way, Reddit is posing the Steam Machine have a red line of death. Not sure if it's a problem yet, but just some few bad Steam Machine got past QA. What is a red line of death? What are we talking about, dude? Salut Syntovice, screw are the hardest part of anything. You're in the queue, Ferreo? Man, good for you, dude. Good for you. I didn't jump in. Me, I was like, nah. I kind of like, I wouldn't say I regret it, but they have a GPU failure. No. Salut, Reboot Computer, what's up? Anyone's, what's up? No way, chat. Is this real? Or you are trolling me? Okay, so he put the magnet. So me, you see here, I would have put a little bit of glue. But I guess the 3D print like makes them snug. Oh no, because maybe this is gonna block them. Okay. So you may adjust your wiring if it's pinched. Yeah, exactly. Redditor are expert in making little problem bigger than they seem. Reddit post not sure yet until someone with more credit to back up the claim. Relax, chat. It's just only been one day and there are not enough out there to get data or failure analysis. First name, last name. What's up, my man? How are you doing? Watching on the TV so I can't chat? Okay. No worries, dude. Enjoy the show on the TV. Like that, you see us really big. Okay, Bobby. Okay. Bobby! Okay, Bobby, you want to keep me like that. That's fine. Like, you see this part? You see this part here? Bon. Oh, this is so cool, dude. This is really, really cool. Oh, it's not aligned. Wait. This thing is not aligned. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Wow. This is really cool, chat. So how do you install it? I guess there is a little plugin or something in SteamOS. Because like, yeah, this is the hardware part. Someone will make it run Doom. I don't think so on the screen, but they can try. I will be terrified doing this with e-ink. E-ink is very fragile. Ask me how I know. Yeah. Yep. You can tell this dude is assembling iPhone on a daily in China factories. No, but you can tell this guy is a god. Like I would have like fat fingers that like maybe 20 times. I'm not even kidding. Like the part where you have to... So this is okay, but the part where you have to move those wires... Like this one here, watch out. Yeah. The part when you have to move the wire like in this... You see those wires? Because they need to be fit here. Fat finger, 200%. Then you realize like, oh dude, the wire I put, they are a little bit too much. There is not enough space between the screen and this. Yeah, exactly. You see this part? Position the board plate. All of the connectors should be facing. Or then you realize that there you didn't do the... Or you press too hard and one of those things like just disconnect. You know the story, chat. You know it. Salut Steven, how are you doing? Oh, that's a good point, Future Bat. So, Furu the Bat. I'm gonna call you Furu, okay? So, Furu made a good point. So, the charger is there, right, for the USB cable? I think this is where the charger lies. Like the port for charging. So, this kind of sucks, in fact. Delfo, what's up? France will win the World Cup? Man, I hope so, but I'm not sure, dude. There is a lot of like crazy team. So, we'll see. Salut my channel. Come on, scientists managed to get Doom running on Neuron in a Petri dish that can run Doom on that. Okay, bro. Okay, man. Okay, dude. My guess is like this battery with this screen is gonna last like a long time. But I agree with the fact it kind of sucks. Because it means from time to time you're gonna have to recharge it. Okay, some fix. Nvidia reveal like games coming to GeForce Now. No thanks. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, not Fag, Black Flag. Sorry about that. Is now Steam verified. Steam survey June 2026 shows Linux deep. What? Man, we are doing so good. Maybe one day we'll get the raw number, while percentage like this can have their use. Without raw number, they don't paint the whole picture. That's a really fair point, dude. I got it on my Windows drive, but when I reboot it to Linux, it never pop in there. Fair. The AUR situation scared a lot of people. Dude, I'm sure it scared nobody, chat. Like this EUR situation, I already said what I've said. Like, for me, it's bad, but it's nothing. Like I was looking at the stat of the NPM, which has been pulled with the actual virus or malware or whatever. He was pulled like 315 times when I checked. 315 times. It means like there is like 315 people affected by that. Machine. Come on, guys. Glorious, my man, how are you doing? Good morning, nerds. Good morning, big nerd. So I don't know, man. Like to me, like it's just like I agree with the fact that we need the raw number for this SteamOS. Like we need them. Steam survey will go up and down depending on who gets the survey. Fair. The Steam survey will survey the same people over and over again. It doesn't exclude you if you got surveyed recently. Yeah, see, I noticed that too. Like, I had like phase where I would get like surveyed on all my machine or all my install like 5 times in a row for 2 weeks, and then I will have nothing for like, I don't know, 2 years. I got surveyed 4 times once. Yeah, exactly, Steven. I got exactly the same thing. I've been working on DS5 haptic patches, getting both haptics and controller mono audio effects working. Nice, man. What is N44? G? Because you mentioned you are working on that too. Ah, Nobara. Okay, Max. Good job. Oh boy, this is not good. I'm gonna have to erase this part of the stream. Nobody heard that. I had Steam for 20 years. Never had a survey. Someone get this man a coffee. Bro, it's my second one and it doesn't seem to fix anything. I think today is gonna be one of those days where I just... Bam. Anyways. The death of physical media announced the end of PlayStation disc production. No. This is gone, chat. Oh. I fully expect Xbox will eventually follow. With Nintendo being the last holdout. Wow. So wait, what is the way he's thinking? Taking that into account, why go for a console now? One of the benefits was physical media, for collecting, reselling, and playing game offline. But all consoles now are steadily moving towards the digital-only future. It just took longer than I expected it would. With Valve moving back to the console-like space, with the new Steam machine and SteamOS Linux continuing to support more hardware, you are likely far better off with some kind of PC now. You don't have to pay to play online either. This is an advantage of the SteamOS machine. Okay, so now I understand his fault. What do you think, chat? Everybody will do it. I'm sure Nintendo will. I'm pretty sure Nintendo will follow. Like, they already have those little cards and whatever. Like, I think it's gone. You see, you know, I really like this era where you had something in your hand, chat. You know, you remember the NES and the Super Famicom, like Super NES, where you had to like blow the cartridge? You will be there with your friend, be like, oh, let's switch game. And you switch the game, you put the new game, it doesn't start. Like you press and you have a black screen. You took it out, like you eject it, like schling. and you are like, shh, and your other friend would be like, hey, you don't know how to blow it, let me do it. Put it back there. And then you will share your game with someone else and you will exchange them. It was fun. Oh, you know what? You will buy Star Fox and I will buy Street Fighter 2. And like that, like, we can share when we finish the game, you know? Now it's gone, dude. You know, I have 2 kids and I was thinking about, like, what are they gonna have? You know, like, what will be their relation to hardware? You can tinker with Blu-ray and GOG games and make your own disc collection. I love seeing those videos. Yeah, you could. I've been steadily buying more and more, even new release on GOG when it's an option. Game ran on Nerd Saliva back then. So Udasnik was asking me, have you tried the Yerba Mate? What is it, some type of drink? To send you to the moon? The problem is you simply cannot trust a live service to last forever. Whether it's PlayStation Store, Nintendo, Xbox, Steam, whatever, at any point in time they can delete game and remove them. So you know what? I was trying to find this game. You know, the car with the ball. Like, what is this? It's like a 2v2 like football game with cars. Like, it's like super... Oh man, I'm too tired today, chat. I'm effed. What is this game? Rocket League. Thank you, dude. So it was Rocket League. I was trying to download it on Steam, but guess what? You can download it. Yeah, you have to use Epic Game now. So I get it was on Steam when you had to pay for it, then it became free and something changed and now it's only on freaking Epic Game. So I'm like, I agree with the statement that we have a problem, chat. Want some example? Deadpool, Transformer, War of Cybertron, Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, Gears of War, Dark Souls, Prepare to Die Edition. So those games, they just disappeared from Steam, for example, G? It got delisted on Steam and became Epic exclusive. So what happened to the guy who actually bought it on Steam? Did they get their money back, or do they still have access to it somehow? Like, how does it work? Yes, and you cannot get them anywhere else? Man, that sucks. Go ahead and look for a code copy for Transformer War for Cybertron or Dark Souls Prepare Die Edition. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't find them. Yeah, if you're asking me, like, I'm not even doing it. It sucks, dude. So, you know, to go back to what... It's like, what experience those new generations gonna get with hardware? It's gonna be so odd. You know, I was thinking about the collection of game I have on Steam. Like, what happened when I die? Because you see, like, if I had all my game on CDs and stuff, on hardware, the day I die, my children, they can still, like, on paper, plug the console, put the game in it, if it's still working, and play, right? Now, if I die, What the heck is gonna have access to my freaking SteamOS? It's just gone. SteamOS. No, sorry. My Steam. Sorry, man. I'm dead. My Steam library. What happened to it? Make sure your family have your login before you die. Fair. Steam has stated that in the event Steam goes down, user will retain access to their game, but there is no formal legal agreement statement backing that up. Oh, and there is the other way, yeah. Also, there are thankfully a lot of Steam games that can run DRM free without Steam. Yes, I've noticed that too. Like I tried Cyberpunk, for example, and it does work without Steam, which is pretty cool. But I don't think the majority of them are DRM free, right? Steam not allowing transfer Steam account to another user, still be locked to your name, but we're gonna have an issue, right? Because let's say you just give the login and pass, like they're gonna have on their end user like which gonna be like 200 years old. It's not going to fly, chat. Like it's just not going to work. Piracy is going to grow with the current game ownership trends. Yeah, it might. Like I noticed it's kind of like a cycle, right, chat? It's like they try those new things, then they push them, then they realize they can cash out enough, and then they roll back. Or they decrease the price. It's this weird cycle, right? They try, fail, fall down, try. It's like... It's really interesting to see, right? But... on our hand, it's a perpetual like adaptation to the context, which is... I don't know, man. It's yeah, it's tapping on my nerves sometimes, right? PlayStation 5 Linux project get upgraded to support new firmware and PFI Slim. Okay, I don't know why would I do that, but why not? It could be maybe interesting in the future to run SteamOS on the PS5. Imagine. Imagine, chat. You buy a PS5 Pro, you install SteamOS on it. Sony PlayStation 5 is not likely to stop being supported anytime soon, but even though I consider projects like this essential to keep hardware from going to a landfill, turning them into a nice little Linux gaming ring is a good thing for it. Imagine, chat. I don't think it would be possible, but... if it was easier to do, and if it supported BesiteOS or SteamOS, I would give it a shot. Thing is, I won't buy a PS5 for as intended use, considering the PS Plus requirement for online play. Yeah. People say Steam machines are a flop. Well, 92 million sold, if you know what I mean. The standard PS5 already has been hacked to run Linux? No, I didn't know that, man. Interesting. Okay, so this is what we were looking at. So what is the update there on SteamOS? Sweet. Yeah, so guys, if you like this, we are currently doing a funding drive, hoping to get up to 2K a month on the Patreon, and if we keep there, we can disable adverts for everyone. Wow, that's pretty sweet. You can also buy game on Gaming on Linux affiliate partner links. That's nice, guys. If you want to do that, I think this dude is doing a pretty decent job. 17 years on Sunday, dude. Wow. Turok. I remember this game, chat. Wait. I remember this game. So they did a remake? Man, it look way better than in my memories, no? This is 4K? Man, he look way better. Interesting. I see dinosaur, I wish list. I'm a simple person. This guy dinosaur, right? Yep. Blending Vampire Survivor and Tower Defense, the guess must stand is a total chaos. What is... Man, what are those games? I've seen like 3 or 4 iterations of Vampire Survivor. Man, the graphics look insane, no? No way! Dude, the graphics look insane! I like this idea of like switching both, right? Blay, I spent so much on Steam sale this year for the summer sale. Oh yeah? Steam Deck Goldmine game? Could be. What did you get? GE? On the good one. What did you get? Like what, like when I say good one, like what good deal were you know, really aiming for? Valve adjust SteamOS resolution option ready for Steam machine. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Retrofugil Combat Fumes is adding co-op support. What is this? The heck is this? Okay. Oh dude, too many to list, seriously. Specifically about a shit ton of JRPG. Have most of them have most of the modern AAA stuff already. Huh. Nice, dude. I guess I'm burned out. Nothing of few games you just saw doesn't seem a woe to me. I don't know, man. I don't know if we are burned out or not. Like, I think this could be fun. Me, when I see game right now, I'm just thinking about how much time I'm gonna have to play this game. I have so many games I want to play. I just don't want to spend money. I just want to play the game I already have. Top PvE extraction shooter Zero Sievert is getting a co-op sequel. Oh, I heard a lot about this one, chat.
What was that? Oh,
so,
shit.
Do you remember when we played the game like that with the duck in it? Like Duck from Tarkov, like Escape from Tarkov, something like that. What came out was like this game, like Sievert, the first one, was the hardcore version of it.
So, you want to be a hunter, huh? Well, let me tell you how to survive the zone. Gather your friends, choose your gear, pick your destination.
So this is a sequel. Does Escape from Tarkov work with Linux? No, it does not.
And catch the train.
Yeah, this September is going to be nuts for game. Just finished the James Bond new game, and it wasn't bad. Man, I need to finish this one too, Robot Computer.
Out there. So fight smart and keep a cool head. Dead men have no use for...
I like the graphic, chat. Like the mix between like real stuff and, you know, this black line, like 3D components. I think it looks really nice.
Take what you can, give nothing back. Upgrade your gear and make this place your own. Many venture out, few make it back. You got what it takes.
So you see, like when I play like the Escape from Tarkov, I think the hardest thing for them to make a good game is the difficulty. Because what I noticed is like from Escape from Tarkov, like the gap between like hard, which was too easy for me, and Nightmare, which was like just too hard for me or like wouldn't make sense, is really hard to set up properly, in my opinion. Because when you go in Nightmare, you get one tap by everything, and it makes the progression like a real PT. And when you go on hard, it's just way too easy. And finding the right, you know, like the right spot for keeping the user like in it is so hard. Hey, salut Fidelio. New James Bond was good. I enjoy it a lot, to be honest. Nice. I need better cheating software for a lot of games I want to play. I don't want to grind in-game to enjoy it on Linux. Why?
Welcome back to Zero Sievert. Wish list now.
Yeah, that could be cool. Never played the first, but this looks superb. Yeah, I agree. First one was MAH. MAH. Commander Bolt, what's up? What does it mean? Missing. Ah. I was really wishing the first one to have co-op. So glad this one does. Yes, I think the big thing is co-op, right? That could be fun. Just time versus grind. I don't have a lot of time just to grind. Okay, I know what you mean now. Yeah. I don't care about the grind. If the game is good and I have to grind it longer, it's fine. Me right now, my issue is more like finding time to just freaking play, dude. DXVK is part of the secret sauce that helped Valve Proton to run so many Windows games. DXVK 3 brings some big advancements. Be sure to check out our classic interview of creator of DXVK. Okay. One of the biggest change is shader compiling. DXVK now use DXBC SpearV for shader compilation, which said they fixes a number of issues that were previously impossible to address. Nice. You will see certain games have lower system memory use, like Overwatch and God of War. Cool. For NVIDIA GPU owner, the VKX descriptor heap is now used by default. No way. Man, come on. Dear Debian maintainer, please get the newer driver in line. Brother, just install the repo. They are not going to do anything. So man, I want to try Overwatch. Chat, we need to try Overwatch. So G is here. G, did you push DXVK3 in the latest version of Proton? Let's try it, dude. Now we have G on the chat. Like, let's do that. Add version. Yeah, install. Thanks. Cool. Steam. 1 second, chat. Oh, it was me. That's an expression if you had to guess. Oh, it was me, not ma. I thought it was some type of acronym. Okay, so where is my Overwatch? Yes, papa. Force G, thanks. So here we go. We're gonna launch it, see what happens. Oh, so it's not? Darn. Wait. Okay, so let's go with Proton Experimental Blazing Edge. Yeah, okay. Let's see if it's changing anything, chat. No, G, don't worry, man. It's fine. I know you're gonna update it anyway, so I can even copy the file inside the folder, like it takes 1 second, right? It just so I don't want to process that. Well, give me 1 second, chat. This normally I don't need to do. It's a freaking pre-cache shading. No thanks. Okay. Same player, play again. Pam pam padam. Alors. Yeah, we need 11 chat, because otherwise we won't be using the GXVK resolution. Yes. Maybe push this, it would be better. Ok. Allez, papa. Let's see how long it takes. What? Is it already done? No, it's not. Okay, so it's compiling now. Yeah, you can tell. Like it's like compiling. Okay. Oh, I didn't like the alt tab chat. I don't have my mouse anymore, dude. Allez, papa, come on. Yeah. So, moral of the story. Moral of the story, don't alt tab chat. Oh, okay, it's fine. What is this sound? Do you hear it, dude?
Major pack unlocked.
Whoa, nice. Look at me go.
Select perk.
Oh, that helps. Present for ya. Detonated.
No, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's my call wine, but there is definitively something happening here.
Much better.
It rises when you talk? The heck is this, chat? The heck is this? Oh, dude, maybe I made a mistake. Chat, maybe I made a mistake. Did you know what it is? Okay. Guys, you remember what I said to you? I said there were big thunderstorm, right? And I put my UPS. I think my UPS... So the sound you hear... Like, it doesn't make sense, chat. Chat, I'm wondering if I put both of my PCs on the UPS and the UPS just can't handle it. I think this is what is happening, dude. That's why you heard this sound. Mistake were made, dude. Yeah, the UPS is working too hard. I think I put both of my PC on the UPS. Which is not a good idea at all. We're not playing game today, I'm telling you. Or I'm gonna have to unplug my gaming PC and start again. Okay, so it seemed to load the shader a little bit faster. That's all. Gonna have to do a proper test after. Like, something is not adding up here, and I believe it's my fault. Expect RAM price to stay high, with Micron locking in deals for 5 years. Want RAM price to fall down? Don't expect it soon. Micron recently announced they have signed 16 strategic consumer agreements across 5-year term. So 5 years or until the folks they sign the agreement go bankrupt? Steam Summer Sale is live. Here is our budget recommendation. Oh, maybe we should look at that. Fuck Micron. Crucial used to be the budget goat. I know. The memory cartel are also being sued for price fixing again. Yeah, I know. Hey, salut Juprapierre. Each time you come and you ask the same question and you don't even say hello, brother. What was the answer last week and what was the answer before last week? Everyone saying Crucial exiting the market wasn't a big deal. Forget logic. Why pay manufacturer directly and get the best price when you can pay the third party? Yeah. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Intergrade. Death Stranding Director Cut. Tear Down. Far, Far West. Oh, what is this? Oh, 10% off? Bro. The Blinding of Itaak. I don't have this game. I was thinking about getting it, but then I'm like, The Cult of the Lamb. Oxygen not included. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, I've seen that. This one look cool. Okay. Borderlands 4, 50% off. Wreckfest. I got Wreckfest, chat. It was like $3. Mad Max is underrated. Ooh, I like the price. Ha 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 ha.
I never asked you your name.
Max. My name is Max.
In Mad Max,
The
you begin
movie,
with nothing.
the movie was awesome, right?
Your car, your family, your life. Everything has been taken from you. Now all that's left is your will to survive. The first thing you must do is build a new car.
Here she lies, a magnum opus.
This is your magnum opus. Acquiring necessary gear throughout your journey allows you to upgrade your vehicle.
Got
These
it,
upgrades
got it.
will let you build and
His name is
customize
Max
your
and he's
magnum
very
opus
mad.
just the way you want. In addition, you will need to equip yourself with armor and weapons in order to stand a chance against your enemies. As you progress, you will also need to upgrade your gear and abilities to survive against the brutal forces of the wasteland.
Griffer can help. Help you venture down to where you daren't go yourself. And lay bare your true promise.
While ammunition can be exceedingly scarce, there are plenty of other weapons at your disposal that can prove to be just as deadly. The wasteland is also filled with valuable scrap that lets you forge new weapons, upgrade armor, and make powerful improvements to the magnum opus,
I never played it.
providing you with the strength to continue fighting effectively.
Steam version also hidden native Vulcan build. Nice.
Those with resources rule the wasteland. And Scrotus and his war boys are the ones in control. They are merciless, lethal, and relentless in their thirst for blood. Out here, if you want to increase your chances of survival, you can't let anything stand in your way.
Okay.
You must be ruthless. The wasteland is no place for a conscience. As you travel through the sprawling open world, you will meet those that have carved out a meager existence in the wasteland. Making alliances with these inhabitants will help them and their stronghold
Man, it seemed like a pretty good game for $2 or
and endure the
how much it is? $4, chat. Oh, and you can have the Watchman. What is this? Watchman, the hand is nigh? What is this? Fight for Silver Cream, Redan Street. $2, chat. Okay, let me not watch this thing because I know what's going to happen, dude. I know exactly what's going to happen, and we can't do that right now. Okay, chat. I think it's interesting, like when there is game which have any type of benchmark like that in the future, we can, you know. Warhammer 4000 Darktide. Mad Max is one of my favorite games, really. Barony? What is this? The heck? What the heck? No. Darktide is really fun. Let me check Darktide, chat. I don't remember. I think I want gameplay.
Dead side.
Oh, I think I have it. Or maybe not. No, I don't have it.
Your
actually.
servant, ma'am, ever and always.
Oh, let me check. I remember like talking about this game. I don't remember why. No, I don't have it. Oh yes, I have it, dude. Huh. Okay. Well, there we go. I want to buy Expedition 33. I've been dreaming about it, and I'm curious if Air Max someone is somehow in it. No, I'm not in it, dude. I'm not in it. Maybe you might think because there is a lot of like people speaking with the way I speak, but Spider-Man, chat. Paralives is a life simulation game about building home, lives, and bonds. Oh, RuneScape. We got this one. Do you remember? We played it. It was pretty fun. Borderlands. Man, there is so much sales. It is insane, chat. Like, I think like Steam is doing a really good job, like selling you stuff. Like a really, really good job. So can we do some type of research by pricing or something? Popular. Oh, $23 dude for Warhammer. Steam and GOG sales always end just before I get paid for the month. Oh no. I will tell you, man, this summer sale is incredible. Probably spend more this year than any other year. No, 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 no. We are not doing that, dude. Not doing that. Let's see on my wish list if there is game. Store. How do I do that? Wait. Wish list. Yes, Papa. Select by price discount. Oblivion. You remember, chat? When we were like, hey, Air Max, you need to get Oblivion. And I was like, yeah, sure. We didn't get it. Nah, I will wait, chat. Oh, this one I said I will buy. Fezzy, give me a dono for this one. I'm gonna have to buy it, chat. Nah. Okay, we'll wait, dude. We'll wait. Solid. Love Valve. Best thing about them is that they aren't part of the ESA, which I hate. Mate, you haven't played Resident Evil 9 yet? Come on, by the time you will do, I will be playing CV Remake, my favorite Resident Evil. I'm trying, listen chat, I'm trying to get the game which have the benchmark in it first. And I'm trying to get the game which kind of like get traction when they released. So Resident Evil, I could have get it. But I had to make a choice between this one and another one. I don't remember the name of the other game. Because this month they had like 3 or 4 good games being released. So I covered the other game and not Resident Evil. That's why I didn't buy it. So now I'm waiting for the big discount. Dodge a bullet with Oblivion Remake. It was a pump and dump, almost zero post-launch update, and the last patch was not great. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's tough, man, because... Yeah. A Mad Max seems like a good deal. Like for $4, I mean. Man, Far Cry, chat. You can get all the Far Cry for $60, dude. So you want to tell you something? I was the second... So I was this European champion of Far Cry 5v5 in Europe. Like a long time ago. And I was the actual champion of 2v2 on Far Cry, dude. Believe it or not. I have a key of Far Cry somewhere. And I have the box of Far Cry too. Somewhere in France. Far Cry 2 and 3 were so good. I don't know, I never played the other one, chat. Like, I just played the first one. They released the 2 and it was made like on a, how to explain, on a multiplayer game, and I was just into multiplayer game when I was younger. Like, I couldn't play game which were not like Far Cry related. So I never played this one, but this one I destroyed it, dude. So it's funny, dude. When I came into like server with my tag, everybody would leave the server on Far Cry. That was pretty good time, but I wasn't even born when the first Far Cry got released. Far Cry and Tarkov boss. Yeah. I was legit better on Far Cry than I was on Tarkov, dude. And I was decent on PUBG. Pretty solid on Counter-Strike. Now, like... Yeah, Counter-Strike kind of sucks on it, but... Had my time, dude. So Far Cry 2 was good and looked great. Crytek Engine did lot of work. The 3 had such a great story. Multiplayer and online features are no longer available for this product. Goodbye. So if you get Far Cry Blood Dragon is fun. Also, one of them has a zombie thing. Yeah, this one was so fun, chat. And then after that, they moved to... What was the game? Crysis, I think? Like, the teams that made the first one moved to Crysis, if I remember correctly, chat. Are they having Crysis, dude? But can you run Crysis? Oh, but this is a remastered. Man, I don't even have one. I don't even have it, chat. $11. You never played Crysis? Yeah. I played Crysis, the number 1, chat. But I don't have it on Steam. I have it, like, dude, like, this is a remastered, right? This thing was released, like, way before. Wait, let me check. Crysis released date. Like, the original one. Like, it was released, like, not in 2021. It was, like... Yeah, you see? 2007. So I have a key somewhere. I have a key somewhere of the original one. I think it's in France. Because listen, dude, I'm gonna tell you how it works. When I moved to Canada, I literally had to leave everything there. Like, I came with like 2 luggage. So everything I ever owned is still over there somewhere. I owned some games, dude, but they are all on CDs and yeah. So I don't know I don't even remember where they're at, but I played this game. What Ermax trying to say is old? Okay, man. I remember stacking explosive barrel and blowing them up to see if my 7950 by 2 GT2 could handle the frame rate. That's so true, dude. Hello, gang. What's up, Vindicify? Software Socialist, what's up? This is pretty cool, dude. Oh yeah, watch, they're gonna show it to you there. Man, I like the original graphic. Off topic, which web browser are you using? I use 3 of them. I use Brave, totally like unbraved. I use Helium and I use Firefox on my main machine. Lol, at scale, this past year I had the OG Crysis running on ARM system for our demo. Man, it's done. Like, the meme does not exist anymore. Can you run Crysis? Yes. Everything can run Crysis nowadays. I think they effed up the color, dude. Like, it's me or... It's not the same vibe. Yeah, you like the color pattern in the original? Yeah, same. Like, what I really like is like when you become like invisible, right? Yeah. Like, I remember the feature. You go there and shrak, you clock. Like a Predator style, right? The color pattern in OG Crysis was a peace filter. All the game from that era had. That's fair. Yeah, this... I don't know, man. I think it's because I got used to this type of like peace filter. Like, objectively, it looks better. But it kind of looks fake to me, you know what I mean? Because I'm used to this side here versus this, but this looks better. Objectively, chat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can it run Crysis 8K mod? Is it the maximum? Like, ray tracing? No way! They have ray tracing in it? Is that the real ray tracing? Or is that like... What the heck, chat? Whoa! Whoa! That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. Now I'm like, hey, maybe I should get it. Okay, let's forget about that. So when does it end? This when does it end? Chat. When does it end? The sale? I think I'm gonna get Mad Max for sure. Wait. I think it was this one, yeah. So from when to when? July 9th. Oh, we have time, dude. I have time to think. Have time to think. I think I have those remaster on Epic Game Store. I think from a free drop they did. Oh, really? So maybe I have it already. Nice. That's a deep question. The sale ends on the 9th. Yeah, so we have time. We are fine. We are fine, chat. Okay, so we cover this. What's next? Motorsport Manager. Splitgate dev return with Impulse, a Titanfall inspired movement shooter. Oh my gosh, dude. They are trying so hard, like those dev. Firefly Studio released a demo of Stronghold 4. Minecraft 26.3 already has a first snapshot out of the Dappled Forest biome. Okay. Okay, so they added FSR4 support for those games. Ark Raiders, Dirt 5. Oh, look who is here. GE Proton 11.1 arrived with G7 VK, Discord Bridge, Optiscaler, and far more ahead. Added, sorry. Nice. By the way, GE, good release. You already know my fart on your work, but like I was a really good release, chat. G and chat. Like the idea of like. So let's talk about this actually, because G is in chat. So in case you didn't know, this is a full rework of the way like video play in game, and G did a great job there. So you know, like when I read some of the comments on various forums and on Reddit, man, I don't understand why people are like that, dude. I don't understand. So let me explain. So G obviously dev'd it, right? But he used AI. Like everybody use AI, and especially if you are a dev, why would you not be freaking using AI when you can help, right? So, you know, the way someone like G will use AI versus someone who will be like vibe coding like an application is totally different, right? So my take on that is like, yes, experienced dev should definitively take advantage of AI, especially if they have, you know, interesting idea and if AI can increase their productivity, right? More video things are coming. Nice. So for me, it's a non-debate, but there is always people who are like hating on AI and be like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. I think they don't understand, man. I think some of these users, they should think before talking, and they don't see the whole picture. Like there is some like aspect of AI I just hate, right? Especially when you come to hardware price increase and closed model, and like I would say like the impact on our daily life, right? For pricing, it's definitively a problem. And also like the data center issue related to how they just build that everywhere so aggressively, and how bad it is overall for everything. So that being said, I like the other side of AI, right? I like the open source aspect, the open weight, the fact that you could have like something really intelligent at your place if you have a decent graphic card, or even like a normal, like just a graphic card, to be fair. And I like the fact that you can help like the dev who know what they are doing, right? So this is man, when I saw this debate, I'm like, there is no debate. Like, if you are an experienced dev and you are not using AI, you're just missing out, dude. I don't know, this is what I would say. So, anyways, I think this is a really good release, chat. So, the other point was, which was interesting, and I didn't know about that. Like all those great improvements related, like video playing, might not finish into Wine because it has been coded with AI. So, gee, like, is it true this, that because you used AI, it might not even getting pushed into Wine? Like, this doesn't make sense to me too. I think they have this policy where they don't want like vibe coded stuff getting pushed into Wine, and this I agree, because everybody could push whatever they want and they will just die under the flow of like stuff. But now if it's people who are already been contributing and have a non-record of like solid things, why would they not take that in consideration while pushing it to like upstream? But that's a legit question, right? I think the other issue I read was related to like proprietary stuff. Like when you vibe code something, it doesn't really take in consideration the fact it's open source or not open source or whatever. And this could be a problem, but I don't know, man. I think they should have more granularity in what come up and not down. And I know it's a pain, but still. Steam Deck 2 is getting closer. What? Naturally, with all the new Steam machine, many accused of Steam Deck 2 is still planned and Valve are waiting to ship it. I would say that the new chips that are coming out there are still in power envelopes that are not quite the right segment that we want for the true handheld experience. I think a lot of them are more low-end laptop chips and playing some... Yeah. No. Their big problem with the clean room approach, they can't guarantee AI generate code hasn't been pulled from official Microsoft code. Oh yeah. Unofficially, many of them are also anti-AI term of code development. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think, yeah. I'm not enough, like I'm not experienced enough to have, you know, a solid take on that. Obviously, I have my opinion, but I don't know if it's valid. But from my outside perspective, I think that's a mistake. It's a touchy subject, huh? Interesting, man. So many companies already use open source code to start project and use them wrong license to release their software looking feature and include source in their code. Yeah. No comment on that, man. So this was a big news. But it was like 2 weeks ago almost. Mecha Chameleon? What is this, dude? What? Whoa. Man, everybody is using AI, dude. Everybody. Like, I don't know. It's a super popular streamer game with over 10 million sales. Dude, this is awesome. This is actually awesome, chat. I've seen so many funny clips from this game. This game is streamer bait 100%. Yeah. Like, this looks like a really good game to play, dude. Man, this is insane. Like, this guy did a super good job, huh, chat? Like, you can barely see him. Like, if there were not this thing on the top and he was not centered, you will never find him, chat. Like, there is no way. One person hid behind a board cutout of a cow and painted their feet pink hanging below as a cow udder, dude. My man. Like, this is good. So let's see, just for science. Oh my gosh. So many viewers, dude. Oh man. Twitch chat. Okay, I'm out. Nope. Like, if the guy was making ton of cash because I was watching a ad, yes. But I've been on this side and I'm telling you, it's not worth it to watch, and it's not worth him for him to make people watch. So, anyways, okay, so this is done. So here I'm there is a video, maybe we're gonna watch it. Someone said, oof. So what is Shelly doing when you do that? Okay, so it doesn't install it. Okay, perfect. All right. Someone said that CTT is moving to Fedora. Why? I quit Arch Linux after 79 for days. What? That pre-roll ad is on the streamer, not Twitch. They have specifically set it to run pre-roll ads somehow. Yeah, but even if you deactivate everything, there is still ads. AC2. Fearmongering is why? No.
I've been on.
Wait. I need to watch that. So let's watch this, you guys. Let's see what he has to say on this.
Arch Linux for 794 days. I've been on Arch Linux for 794 days. Can you believe that? And honestly, I've been on a lot longer than that. And you might be thinking, oh my God, the AUR was compromised. I saw all the YouTubers talking about it. The end of the world is nigh for all Arch users. No, that's kind of just a bunch of hype from a bunch of people on YouTube just trying to farm views.
Fair. Like this is a fair take, dude. Hello, Cosmic IG. Chris is too stubborn to switch distro. Apparently not, dude. Apparently not.
That's just what it is. Let's be frank. I haven't actually run into anybody. I haven't even heard of anybody installing any of these infected packages. Some guy just made an AUR account, uploaded it in the community-driven AUR thing, and not many people installed it. That's my hot take. But
yeah, he's right. That's right. People got impacted, but again, like when I watched the thing, it was like 315 people impacted. 315 install impacted, which is like nothing.
But frankly, I didn't even care about this because, well, guys, I have 4 packages installed through the AUR, and frankly,
4 packages, dude. Okay. So when I look at this, I think he's using Arch, but he's using the Arch repo, dude. I don't know what he's using exactly, but I don't see him. So here is a kick. If he has this kernel installed, there is 2 solutions. He is compiling him himself manually, which I don't think he is, because this is a fairly like latest version here. Or he's using the AUR repo for this kernel, which is not. So my belief is like he's using the Cache OS repo, and because he's using the Cache OS repo, he's not really running Arch. I don't want to be this guy, but he's using Cache OS, which means that most of the important AUR packages, they are already included in the Cache OS repo. So yay.
That's not even installed through the AUR because I manually installed the Synergy package direct. So I really have 2, an Icon theme and Brave Origin, and that's just a time zone update. And honestly, if you've got like 10 or 20 AUR packages, hell, your system's going to break anyways. So it
No, it's not going to break. No, it's not going to break. What are we saying, dude? Like, what the... Chris, what are you saying, man? So I have Cache OS, and like I think I have exactly 11 AUR packages installed on my machine, and it didn't break for like 4 years now. What are we saying, dude?
doesn't even matter. You shouldn't be using the AUR extensively. That's a whole different video. I've made videos on how to make Arch stable.
You can use the AUR as much as you want if you freaking read the package build, which I know it's a real pain. But anyways, just my 2 cents. I use the Cache OS repo, but at the bottom of the packup conf, and I just installed the Cache OS kernel. All the software is vanilla Arch. You can't have the repo installed with vanilla Pacman, I believe. Because Pacman vanilla does not work with those repo. So no, you don't have Vanilla Arch. Sorry, brother. But yeah. Yeah, I don't like the way he's fear-mongering about the AUR. Same.
And this is a pretty stable version. I can continue updating this and it will continue to work forever.
Yes.
So why switch? And it boils down to I'm kind of became more of a developer than a content creator now. I make way more doing everything but make videos and live streams. Frankly, I started crunching the numbers just this past month and I was like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I even bothering making YouTube videos? Why am I bothering doing live streams? It is literally cutting into my development time and what people actually follow me for. Most people are just like, hey, what have you made? Let me show that. And then they'll go out and either buy something I've made or I'll get it from my work, whatever it might be. But my time is better made, better exhausted through making stuff. And Arch changes constantly.
So, whoa. So I think I get where he's going here. So his approach is like, I'm making more cash, spending my time developing rather than doing content creation. Fair. So I want to exhaust that. I want to focus on, like, you know, spending time the right way to increase my revenue, which is fair. But now Arch changed the whole time and he kind of like slow me down. Is he going this way, chat? Is this going this way? No. I didn't watch this video, so I hope he's not going that way. Because it wouldn't make sense to me, because... Wait. If he has been able to code before with Arch, why we did not able to code after without Arch? This is a real question, because it's kind of like contradictory, but let's see what he has to say.
Arch is fantastic as a content creator because I get to see the bleeding edge. I get to see and have things break before anybody else. I get my dependencies updated and then all of a sudden some of my compiled software no longer works. So this has happened to me with Looking Glass. About every couple months I have to recompile Looking Glass because a dependency it relies on.
Oh, okay, now I understand.
Got updated through a simple upgrade and crap. All right, let me waste 30 minutes of my day re-update all my Looking Glass.
Okay, so now it makes sense.
The client host dance and all that back and forth. I was like, what am I doing? I'm losing productivity time to Arch Linux.
So this I understand, man. So, you know, yeah, I understand. So he's right on that. I have nothing to say. So you see here, like, I think like me, I'm kind of like privileged in whatever I do, because for CachyOS, each time I had a problem with the software I use, I don't use a lot of software, but each time I had a problem, I went to their Discord and I was like, guys, can you put that in the repo? And it will fix all my problem. Because I have to say, when those packages are not within the CachyOS repo, I agree. Like that's a problem. So maybe he should join the Discord, but maybe he should just switch to something else. Arch rolling release is a moving target for native compiled software. Yeah, I agree.
Now, having said that, I have loved Arch. I still love Arch. It's a great learning distro. Like if you need to learn Linux and you really want to experiment and try all the new stuff, it's the best. Hands down. Love Arch Linux for someone that likes to tinker. But as I become more productive, it's become more of a hindrance than a help.
So you know what? I have to admit something to you guys. I need to make a video about that, but I'm going to say it to you guys because you are here, okay? I have server, right? I have like, I need to make some video about that too, chat, but like, I went crazy like almost a year ago before everything went up in price. And I have like a AI gig, right? Like I have a solid AI gig. I'm telling you, like solid. So so what was running on this AI gig for the last 4 years, almost 5 years now. No, 5 years. Holy freaking. Anyways, was Debian. Okay, because for what I do, Debian is the best. Yeah, AI lab. Yes, I have an AI lab. So Debian was the best because it doesn't upgrade. It does upgrade, but like really slow. I don't have to reboot. Like, and I love Debian, dude. And then I was like, I upgraded the hardware so less than a year ago, and I was like, what am I going to use? And when I had to do the switch, I was thinking I'm gonna put CachyOS on it because I'm used to it, right? The NVIDIA drivers are already installed. I have nothing to do. Even if it's like NVIDIA driver never was an issue on Debian 2, but let's say. And I was like, no, I can't do that because, and it's something you see, I need to ask them. You see, when you have a server like that run a lot of time, like you need to be up like a lot, right? When I load the model into my card, it takes up to like 10 to 15 minutes. Because this is the way it works. Like loading the model itself is really fast, but then he has to pre-compile all this stuff, CUDA, whatever. And I find ways to reduce it, so now it's more like 9 minutes instead of like 20. But still, I don't want to reboot. I want this thing to just work. And you know what I installed on this machine, dude? You know what I installed? Yeah, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be losing your mind. I'm a DevOps engineer and Debian X repo is perfect for my job. Yeah, exactly. Fedora, no. I installed Ubuntu, dude. I installed Ubuntu because, listen, chat. Because I read that the snap feature could patch my kernel live and I wouldn't have to reboot. Okay? So I have Ubuntu server LTS 2604 and I have the NVIDIA CUDA from NVIDIA repo installed on top of it, right? And you know what? I noticed that, I think it was less than a week ago, I had a kernel upgrade. And the thing was running for like 32 days. I was like, oh, this is fun. The live patch didn't work. The live patch did, like, I had to freaking reboot my machine, dude. I was so upset, man. So the live patch work. It will upgrade the kernel, but if you want the feature, the latest feature, latest stuff from the kernel, you still have to reboot, man. I never trust any live patch system. So right now, I'm like, why am I using Ubuntu if I still have to do this? So I'm still on Ubuntu because I don't have the time to switch OS just to say switch OS. Like, I don't really care. It's working, right? But this feature for me, it's not like what it pretends to be, at least. For my usage. Anyways, that's what I've been using. Because at this point, you know what I'm thinking? I'm like, let's just run CachyOS, log the LTS kernel, and reboot like one every 2 months. End of story. Because with CachyOS, I would have already the driver installed, or when I have a driver update, I'm gonna have to reboot anyways to load them. But I'm like, I don't know. I thought I would have, like, I had the perfect machine there. I can't really say much. I run Arch on my server for freaking sake. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into it.
So let's talk about that. Because when I look at it, AUR, frankly, I don't really use, but if you do use it, the correct workflow, I lay this out on my website, christitus.com. You need to be reviewing all the packages you install, look at the build scripts, see what it's doing. If you don't know what it's doing, you shouldn't be using the AUR. If you don't know what the code does, you shouldn't run the code. And that's essentially what boils down in Arch. So probably 90% of the Arch users out there might freak out about the AUR being compromised. Guys, it's going to get compromised a whole much more. As more people come to Linux and they try Arch-based distributions, there's going to be a lot more incentive, and the AUR is a great entry point for a hacker to take control of your computer. So that's one thing that I would mention. But also, Arch is insecure by default, so you got to install a firewall. I highly recommend UFW. You could use the systemd firewall D built-ins and just enable it, and then you're fine. Where I'm going to be moving to Fedora, which I'll get into that. There's a lot to go over there too. But the big thing with me and Arch, and the reason why I moved on from it, was not any of that, because I frankly know enough to where I know how to secure it, and I also know what to check when I'm using the AUR, so I don't really care. The big thing is having those packages continuously update causes me more problems than it solves.
So this I
no
understand.
longer do I make videos really whenever a package gets updated and breaks things. I would much rather just be on a stable release, have my packages update, have less breakage, which you're going to get with stable releases compared to rolling releases, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to constantly rebuild.
I have to say, like, Fedora is a good middle ground for that. But I have to say, Fedora, like, 5 or 6 releases ago was not as stable as it is, as not as, like, solid as it is now.
I'll still have to probably rebuild every year or two instead of every...
Okay, chat. Well, give me 1 second. I'm going to take a quick break. "13 minutes! I might not be able to make it, guys." No. Take your time, bro. Oh! Damn, I'm gonna get you, killer! Yeah! Ah! I hate you, killer! This wall, dude! Oh no! We got a wall issue. Mayday, mayday! We got an issue! No! Oh, maybe he's gonna be able to do it. Wait, I'm gonna try to push him. Choco! Oh, maybe there, yeah. Yes! We got him! I'm gonna push him, wait. Come on, Choco! You can do it, dude! Yeah! Allez, petit! Tudo bem?
Oh, are you shitting me?
Yeah. GG, dude. Yes, baby. So I'm burning right now. I'm like, no! Don't do that! Okay? It was at the beginning of the game. I'm like, you know what? You're gonna eat my nades! I get out! And now... Air Max for the Kobe! Let's go! What is... Oh! The nade! Watch, 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 watch! Watch that! I didn't even see the dude! The guy is here! Boom! Let's go! Jedi Penguin! I got you! What a nade, guys. Oh! Oh, what a shot, guys! What a shot! What a shot! I have an idea. Guys, it might not work, okay? But we're gonna try. Yes, it worked! We got it. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, dude. Max, switching mixed stream competitive FPS as a break from Linux news is something I could realistically envision. I know for a fact you can play PUBG on Linux. Yeah, that's true. You can't. Oh, those clips are really old. When I was good at video game. Decent.
A couple months, and that's fine. So why does Fedora look better? Why not Debian? Because to me, there's only 3 distributions I'll ever try. Debian, Fedora, Arch. I don't really care about all these other things. I'm not interested in trying your shitty flavor of, well, I installed a bunch of crap on top of Debian, or I installed a bunch of crap on Arch.
Yeah, you see, like... He's saying that, but he's using the CachyOS repo, bro. I like the guy. I would love to talk with him, but I see some contradiction here. It's good to be a purist, and I agree with this take. Like, to me, like, I agree with that too. Like, even if I'm using Ubuntu on my server. But anyways, I think there is some contradiction there.
I don't really care. I know how to make and install the things I like to use.
Yeah. So you're not using Arch. Okay, I stop. I'm just chopping him. But you know what I meant.
I don't really care about your distribution. And that's the end of it. There's those 3, you just get what you like. And I know what I like after using Linux as a desktop for like a frickin' decade now. So let's just first set that out. Fedora is a good in-between between Arch and Debian. Simple as that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Debian's too old for me. The packages are sitting a little too old. where Fedora's between 6 and 13 months, depending on the release. You can get really good updates. You can get newer packages, and it feels pretty darn good. So it's a good in-between Arch and Debian. You get newer packages, but it's not quite a rolling release. So you're not on the bleeding edge. You're just close to the edge.
But you see, this is new, dude. Like I think it's since Fedora 40, I think. Like 40, like between 40 and 14.2, between 40 and 42, Fedora become like way more solid than it was before. Like, I remember Fedora 36, 37, 38, dude. When they were still pushing all this pipe-wired stuff and they were pushing Wayland and whatever. Like, it was a mess, bro. So wait until Fedora team decide to push a new concept, something like, which are like, they are actually developing. You're gonna need like, you know, Nobara. You're gonna need something like someone doing the job for you. Well, I'm sorry, like, but anyway, I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying.
Per se. But Fedora is a bit bloated a lot of times, right? A lot of people love talking about, oh, are you installing Fedora KDE or Fedora GNOME or none of that bullshit. One, I don't like Wayland. I don't like a lot of these packages installed. I think KDE is fine for a new user, but to me, it's annoying. I think their software stack that they toss on there is just way too bloated. There's about 80% of the stuff I think is just absolute garbage. Like they still, you know, package in like Contact and Conqueror and all the other KDE apps that I'm never going to use and never going to open. So why do I install them?
Yeah, this too, dude. You know what happened to Fedora to make them stop being SHIT since Fedora 35? Me and Neil Gompa. You will take the win on this one, G? Because I think, so what you're saying is like, because of Nobara becoming so popular, they had to modify their way of doing things? Is this what you're saying, G? PKOS was always better than Debian, and I love Debian base. Yes. Just use Fedora anything ISO and you can choose what you want. Yeah, I know, it's gonna get there. But I think this is more for a target of users who don't use Linux, who have no experience on Linux, right? Which is fine. So I think like Chris Titus is just flexing a little bit there. And showing like, you know, you don't need to install the Fedora KDE or GNOME Spin. They are not actually Spin, but a Fedora workstation. You can use the Fedora install anything. Oh. And choose your packages. I started Nobara on the F35, open bug report, they ignored them, Nobara blew up, then they sent me an email asking what they should fix. I gave them a laundry list. Good one, dude. They ignored it for a while, then Neil started getting them to change the thing I asked. I also got in a big fight with several Fedora devs over Twitter a few years ago. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I can see the improvements with your statement being aligned. I'm now actually part of the KDE SIG Fedora team. Nice, dude. So the KDE spin. Yeah, okay. Alongside Neil and few others. Nice, man. That's pretty good. When I was a rookie, I thought Fedora Workstation was someone better than the spin just because it was the home Fedora page and was named Workstation. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like their branding here is also like discutable, but that's good. I agree with your take, G. And I can see it from the outside, right? Even not knowing the inside story. Jim, what's up, my man? So his approach regarding KDE, like, if he doesn't like it, like, it's fine.
Same with Gnome. You know, the Gnome's less
Or
of a
Gnome, or whatever he
aggressor
doesn't
in that
like, it's
respect,
fine.
But I hate how it looks. Anyways, I digress. I could literally
Yeah,
rant
you do.
about that for hours. So
Yes.
what am I doing with Fedora?
Well, you're installing it, choosing your package, and everything's fine, I guess.
I'm
Right?
installing Fedora server and then just installing the software I use. That's all I want. I am a simple man. I don't like Wayland, so I'm not going to use Wayland. I'm just going to
Yep.
use my DWM with Xorg, and instead of having Dunst and Polybar and all these other crap that I've done in the past, I'm using Quick Shell for everything. It's my notification daemon. It's my app launcher. It's my top bar. Everything's Quick Shell and DWM. DWM's about 111 kilobytes. Quick Shell's pretty damn small too. Although I will say it is getting bigger.
And like, it's interesting, like his approach is all about, you know, like the non-bloat and the size of the package. Like me, like as a Linux user, I don't really care, like, about this. Because to me, it's still a waste of time. I understand the perspective regarding like the package working, but then like the unbloating things, I don't agree with that. I have freaking 64 gigabytes of RAM, and right now, like without doing anything, like how much are we using? I'm using 13% of it. Like, I've literally like I've literally like 54 gigabytes of RAM I'm not using. I can bloat my system a little. Like it's fine, dude. It's freaking fine. But I don't get that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, bro. I don't know, dude.
As I have it do more things. But I love this setup. I've done it on my laptop for the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
I just switched over my main desktop inside to this Fedora type setup.
Okay.
And it's stable. And it feels amazing because I only really have 2 major dependencies. And then I install what else I want on my system. As
Okay,
far as the security goes.
So regarding the dependency, I would have loved him to kind of like develop that.
Ouh là là, la crème de la crème club. Bienvenue, croissant.
Team, welcome back to La Crème de la Crème Club, papa! Let's go! Thanks for your support, brother. Thanks a lot for everything, dude. I know I sing that all the time, but thank you very much. Hey, why am I not Grim? YouTube messing with me. I bet if I VPN out of Africa, bam! He's back. Thank you very much, brother.
I did a whole section on this on the website. I know a lot more people care about security. I'll just say Fedora is more secure by stable defaults, but to a new user, this is going to be annoying. SE Linux requires profiles and sandboxing to make sure apps can access parts of the system, and you're going to be like, oh crap, I'm running sudo, but it's not allowing this app through. What's going on? Well, that's probably SE Linux in enforcing mode. I don't care too much about SE Linux, so, you know, I'm not going to say this out loud. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it. I just put it either in permissive or disabled.
Okay, bro. Okay, dude. I like this guy. I would love to talk with him, you know? So, it's good there is SE Linux, but long story short, I disabled it because it gave me a headache. Alright?
Because I don't really care too much about SE Linux.
Yeah.
Same with
Yeah. I know.
AppArmor. You could do AppArmor and Arch and do kind of the same type of setup. It's not quite as powerful as SE Linux,
I just hot dog it. Yeah.
but I digress. And then Firewall D is available by default in Fedora and enabled. So Fedora just has everything kind of secured by default. I mean, I end up kind of in the same spot I was on Arch.
So you see, like, the RPM sign repository and everything, Arch is going there too. Right? because they are part of the whole like I would say like I don't remember the correct term, but like Debian launched it, and they launched like this specific verification for all the packages hosted by Debian, and the idea is like whether the source, so it's like a double verification against the. Oh man, you see, I'm too tired right now. But like Debian is doing it, Arch is doing it, Fedora is doing it. There is a specific like lock system they set up at the repo level where each time you download a package, you can tell if it's okay or not. So yeah, the reproducible packages stuff. Exactly, Luminous. So Debian is doing it, Arch is doing it, Fedora obviously is doing it. So I'm like the security aspect, in my opinion, outside of the EUR, it's not a valid argument, dude. The valid argument is more related to the dependency. This I get, but like there,
because I disable SE Linux and I poke a lot of holes in my firewall D for my local network here. So take that with what you will.
Yeah,
I end up kind of in the same spot, but you should know those.
And I think this is what people love him, dude. Right? Because you see, he shows his contradiction in the video, and people are like kind of like liking that, which is fine. But when is the last time SE Linux actually stopped something for home Linux user? Oh, he did to me a lot, dude. Like there is some application which was just blocked, especially when you come to gaming. So maybe now the process is better, but. Team, thank you very much for all the gifted membership. Let's go, guys. If you got a gifted membership from Team, please thank him. Take that, YouTube. Thank you, guys. If you like the show, also don't forget to support the channel. Much appreciated. We have it here and we have it on Patreon. Thanks again, Team. Thanks for your support, brother. This is too much. As of March 2025, Debian live image for Bookworm are reproducible. Same for Arch. I think they're at like 98% of having all the packages like being reproducible, etc., etc. I think Fedora has to do the same. So I don't know the actual percentage, but yeah. Sorry, I meant stop something valid. What do you mean, Jot? Like playing video game is not valid? Come on, brother.
Those are kind of pain points for new users, especially going from Arch to Fedora. I already know about this, so I don't really have that. I just wanted to mention it. And I still love Arch. The big thing about Arch, I wanted to say, I feel like I let everybody down going from Arch to Fedora, but at the end of the day, I need to produce stuff. I need to be productive. And
so listen, this, I felt it when I switched to pure Arch. So I had my buddy Cardiac, who did an incredible like PostScript install for Arch. And I have the knowledge to run Arch on my PC, I believe. And even if I don't have the time, I thought I had the time to read the README and go through all of this. And I did pure Arch for like 6 or 7 months. But after 7 months, I'm like, bro, I'm out. I'm out because the extra work related to pure Arch was too much for me. But it took me 7 months to understand it. I think there is a lot of people who are kind of like doing an ego boost related to Arch, and they're like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go through the pain of using pure Arch, if they have pain, obviously, just to say they use Arch. I'm not that user. And that's why I went back to CachyOS, because I don't care, you know. At the end of the day, I don't really care about what people really think about me. Because you see, like, this is the point. Like, Chris, right now, is kind of like admitting that he kind of care about people who believe he's an Arch user. And he's like, you know what? I feel like I let you down, right? Bro, if I switch to freaking Hannah Montana Linux, like, who cares? You know, some of you might be disappointed, but like, I hope you are here for me, not because you are freaking loving like what I use. Anyway, it's just, and I think he's in kind of this ego approach too, right? Because there is this image of the Arch user, you know, the guy who knows, the solid dude. Yeah, sure, dude. Sure, brother. Hannah Montana is my favorite distro. I shall not allow this disrespect.
Fedora will just allow me to do that.
But you get my point, right?
But I still think Arch is great for enjoying. If you build your system yourself, I think it's just the best learning ground possible. It also gives you the newest packages. If you're constantly making content about, oh, this newest package came out and it broke everything, Arch is great for that.
So this I don't agree too. So I agree with the fact that you are always on the rolling edge and it's good for content creator, but it's not good to just have Arch installed to make content negative toward Arch. No. Like me, I love Arch because I can test everything in advance and it's super easy to do. You see, like pushing the latest NVIDIA driver on Fedora and testing them before everybody else, not that easy on Fedora, bro. Like, not that easy. Now, I understand, you know, if you're on Fedora and you want the stability and have this driver getting pushed like 2 weeks after, it's fine. But you know what? On Arch, when they are released, I can install them on my machine like 2 minutes after the release. And I can do the script myself. It's so freaking easy. On Fedora, it's kind of like, oof. Yeah. You know? Just saying.
You can see it. You can read those update news. You can upgrade. You can do all these things so fast.
So easily, dude. So easily. But you can also so easily break everything because you suck.
But it also requires you to have backups and understand. It just teaches the user really good practices, I feel, on Linux. Like, I don't regret being on Arch for 3 or 4 years. I think it's been a great tool to learn. I feel like there's a progression that everyone starts on like Ubuntu or some crappy distro that they heard about. And they're like,
oh no, man. Oh no. Oh, dude. Ubuntu got shot on sight. My beloved Ubuntu. Like Ubuntu or some crap distro out there. Right? Right, chat? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, this is weird. And then they finally end up on Arch and they're tinkering around for a couple years. And then I think they either settle on a stable or a semi-stable version, whether that's vanilla.
Guys, let's not be divisive, but your distros suck. Sorry, dude. You suck. You're a noob and your distros suck. Get owned.
Debian or Linux Mint's a big one for people that don't want to mess around with, or some people like me, I think I will just settle on Fedora because it's a little newer on the packages side of things. So Arch is great, but for me, in my current situation, I'm moving to Fedora.
Okay. Your distro sucks. Level 1 Tech has a shirt that says that. I have that shirt. Man, so good. Man, I should do shirt. Guys, when are we starting to print shirt here? Gonna make some serious shirt because I know all of them. Right? All of them. Yeah, I would never install Ubuntu. It's the only one I would recommend to avoid because of the push of Snap. Bro, I was saying just earlier, I installed Ubuntu on my like AI lab. It's stable. It doesn't do what I want it to do, but It is stable, dude. Okay.
With the big thing here is I decided I'm going to create my own Fedora spin, if you will.
Oh no. Okay, so listen. Easy using boot secure on his pin. Easy using it. Let's see.
Because I just told you I hate GNOME, I hate KDE, and I don't like Wayland, and everything on Fedora ships with Wayland. I like my DWM. So I made my own little spin here. It's an ISO right now.
My PC is so powerful, I really don't care for the blot. Lol. Yeah, that would be a good t-shirt. Bloat my 256 gigabyte of DDR5. Blot me, baby. Just freaking blot me, bro. Bro, he does this every time he changes distro. That's true.
Now, I would not recommend anybody try this unless you're a veteran Linux user, because there's still dependencies that are missing out of this. But I made it a Kickstart Fedora server guide, so these ISO.
So explain me something. I'm a total noob when it comes to Fedora, but is that not better to just like do the install anything ISO rather than the server ISO, server net install? Like what would be the difference between the server net install and the anything ISO? Because you could just install like nothing from the anything ISO and just the SSH, for example. Or just install nothing and just... I don't know, man. Like, why would you use the server ISO? I don't get it. He was talking trash about not using distro based on Debian, Fedora, or Arch. Make his own Fedora spin. So the anything ISO, you can install everything, right? Yeah. Or nothing. I could just install Fedora without nothing. I think I recall server has no DE workstation. GNOME is DE. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe something we should do one of those days. Just to see, like, build Fedora like from scratch, like you will do with a Debian net install, or you know, like the Arch install, or you know, a pack strap for the Arch user who knows. Wink, wink. You are so good, guys. We are such the best. Arch pack strap. Okay, sorry, stop. I'm just being me. Okay, so what's happening now?
Both NVIDIA and regular are about 1.15 gigs, supposed to be minimal. It's just installing DWM, Quick Shell, maybe a few other dependencies alongside of it.
A 1.515 gig seems pretty bloated to me, huh? I like when my net install is like 256 megabyte max, including the bootloader, guys. Otherwise, it's too big. It's too big. Can't load that. Can't boot on that, dude. It's too heavy. It's too no. I want everything to be pulled out from the net. Nothing on my USB. Like too much bloat, guys. Blood for the blood of God. Okay, I stop, chat. I stop.
To give a very minimal Arch-based feel that I'm used to in a Fedora environment. I don't want all the extra bloat. I don't want any of that extra crap. I just want my stuff to work and not have to worry about it anymore. That way I can get back to programming, back to making stuff, and
yep,
go on with things. So... as the great Todd Howard would say, it just works.
I can't do it. I don't know. I'm just I sound really mean. I'm not making fun of Chris Titus, right? But I feel like we are running in circles there. I think we are running in circles.
Is essentially where I want. And to me, the philosophy behind DWM, it just does the one thing and does it well. And I wanted to set up something very minimal, doesn't require much, but also be on a stable branch that's a little bit newer. And to me, Fedora server does fit that need. And I know I am very much in the minority here. I am not recommending any of you do this. But I wanted to just say, hey, this is what's up. So when you see a video and you're like, what the hell? Titus is on Fedora. He hates, absolutely made a bastardized version of CentOS and destroyed my first distribution I love, which...
Whoa. Did you see that? Guys. That's a fair point. I didn't know he hates Red Hat so much. And now he's using Fedora, chat. Yeah. Yeah. It just works unless you want to use HDR or VRR with more than one monitor. Yep. I know. Like X11 is gone, dude. X11 is gone. Like sorry to give you the news, but it's gone though. So I understand. Like you know me, I'm laughing right now, but I understand the dude. He just want to use what he wants and explaining you why he's gonna use that. And this I respect. I'm just showing some little contradiction. I remember a day like where he was against NVIDIA, but now he's using NVIDIA and it's finally saying like, yeah, NVIDIA works correctly on Linux. Like we all know that it's not perfect. Like don't get me wrong. Like it's a lot of problem. But situation change, and I feel like his approach related to like changes is pretty strong, right? I can tell like he's in his own way, which give him like, you know, a really good personality and stuff. Like I don't hate the guy, don't get me wrong. Like again, I would love to discuss with him, but I can tell like he likes to do his own stuff. You know what I mean? He likes to stay where kind of it works.
CentOS 6, CentOS 7, amazing, best distributions ever made.
Yeah.
Or at least the ones I remember professionally that I started on. And then they destroyed that, and then they tried to do some closed source shenanigans this past, was a couple years ago now, where they tried to lock Alma and Rocky Linux out of the Red Hat source code, which I thought was like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Red Hat? So...
And by the way, it didn't work, right? Alma Linux is still there. He likes to create more work for himself by distro hopping for the sole reason to trying to create less work for himself. Yes. Yeah.
They're still going to do bad things and push it probably to Fedora. They might kill the Xorg packages. And then I'm like, oh God, what are you going to do then when they kill Xorg and force you on Wayland? Well, the beauty of Linux is everything's kind of open. So if they do that, well, there's other packages. I could do like an Ex Libre and install that server directly on my Fedora, switch all the packages over to it, and then I'm going again.
Yeah, about that, bro. About that, broski. Listen, dude. Okay, so here's my take. I believe X11 is going to be totally dropped out of Fedora anytime soon. I think they announced it, dude. They actually announced it. So after this happens, I would say I give Chris 6 to 18 months before switching back to something else, or finally deciding that Wayland is where he wants to be. Mark my word, dude. Mark my word. Because I don't even know if X Libre is on the copper or whatever, but like, you don't want to deal with that, man. You don't want to deal with that because the amount of headache is gonna have versus just dealing with the bloat of something else or whatever is doing there is gonna be way higher than the headache he had just on Arch. It's just my 2 cents. Like, this is gonna be... I didn't even think about it. Now he's mentioning it. Like, that's gonna be an issue, dude. He will probably go back to Linux Mint. He always has been a Mint fan, and it shows. No. Dude. Okay, time out, chat. Time out. Okay, here we go. Now we are trolling in the chat. If he likes to do things himself, F it, make your own WL root Wayland compositor. Yes. I don't know, bro. Like... Okay, dude. Let's go. I can't stop laughing. Guys, we went really hard on the troll today. I was thinking about pushing this video on my YouTube channel. I don't think it's gonna happen, boys. Okay, let's go back.
I don't think it'll come to that, but it may. And if it does, so be it. I'm still on a very stable release that's newer, and it just checks all the boxes. And that's what it is. I'm just going to use whatever works best. And for me right now, that best is Fedora.
Listen, dude, I think this is a good video. Like, he's really good at doing that. Man, I wish I could do video like that. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to do video like that, man. You know, I need to do this. Because this is so good, like, for interaction with user. Like, I'm pretty, like, you want to look at the comment? I think the comments are gonna be insane, chat. I'm so sorry to hear about the breakup. Wait. Hopefully, you both learn from it and find a new love. Man, I can't. Linux distro don't matter. Chris Titus 2019. Oh, it is gonna be too good, chat. Wait. The age-old scenario. Spending more time working on things than using things. You can experience it with car, bike, home improvement, Besheta games. Man, this is so good. This is so good, chat. Okay, we're gonna have a blast on this one. I didn't see that coming, dude. Hey, Chris. I hope in some capacity you continue to put out video. I'm a Linux noob, and the value of education of your video provide cannot be understated. Yeah, it's fair. So even if you just put some tips and tricks or update on what's new and great, that would be awesome. This is giving J2 cents why I switch back to Intel, why I switch back to AMD again. Bro, I'm telling you. This is solid, dude. Like, I didn't even think about that. So Red Hat Enterprise Linux in the backstage. After all, you still come back to me. Oh my god. Man, those comments. 3 weeks later, why I switch back to Arch? Yep. You can be frank if you want to, but you always been Chris to me. So what is he saying? Wait. What is he saying at this moment of the video?
It is. Let's be frank. I haven't actually run into anybody. I haven't even heard of anybody installing any of these infected packages. Some guy just made an AUR account.
Yeah. So, like, it's not... Oh, let me frank to it. Okay, now I get the joke. Let me frank to it. I just get it. I was like, what? Okay. Yeah. As a senior Linux user, dude, senior Linux user, bro. Now we're gonna start to create rank. Maybe I should do a t-shirt like that. Senior, you know? Senior Linux user. You're absolutely correct. This is why I stick with Fedora. I've done all the Slackware, Gentoo, BSD, and I've noticed the time taken to fix them got in the way of productivity. Sure, you learn things, and it's okay when it happens sometime. Or even if it's your fault for tweaking system. But when the troubleshooting is frequent and it isn't because of anything you did, it's unacceptable. Yeah, this is fair. This is fair. How much XP do I need to get senior Linux user? I don't know. Like, you need to ask this dude. This dude, he knows. Me, I'm considerate myself a newbie in Linux. I'm always learning things. So I can't say I'm a senior. Looking forward to the upcoming video why I switch to Windows. For entirely different reason and motivation, I also left Arch about 5 years, a few months ago in favor of Artix. And so far, I've really enjoyed the change. The nice things, because I read that, I know exactly why, and I like... The nice thing about the Linux ecosystem is there is no shortage of options, and you can find your perfect fit somewhere. Fair. So Arch to Arch. Tips and trick is Andy. We are all Linux noob in some regard. Yeah. I think it's good for your ego, because when you start to have an ego in anything, you start to become bad, chat. This is how it works, dude. Like, you start to have an ego in boxing, you think you are the best, someone is gonna break your jaw. You start to think you are good at powerlifting, you're gonna go heavier, you're gonna break your muscle. Like, this is how it works. You think you are really good at something, and you forget to be humble, you're gonna get owned, dude. So I think, you know, when like, the senior approach, sometimes it gives this vibe of, you know, the guy above the crowd. The truth is, like, there is so much to learn, like, nobody knows everything. Right? While I agree, it's not a pure nothing burger. When I checked my own system, it turned out that I had one of the ever taken package installed. It wasn't infected with malware yet, so I got away scot-free. Yeah. I agree, it's not a nothing burger, but still, it's not as big as most of the YouTubers made it to be, or... I read some article, I was like, bro, come on. Like, they were like death mongering about the AUR. It's bad, definitively bad, but it's not like the end of the world. This is surprising to me, hearing you go for Fedora. It seemed like only yesterday that you made a video about how Fedora was bad because they dropped the option to opt out of telemetry. If you lift, the cleaner will make you look like a noob. Oh, we are watching the same video, huh, Jim? Like, what is his name? He is insane, dude. Like, the lifter will pretend to be the cleaner and go, like, defy all those... Anatoly. Yeah, Anatoly. Like, this guy is insane. I've been lifting when I was younger. And to be fair, like... so I was not at the level of Anatoly, like... But I've done a lot of boxing when I was young. And, you know, in France, we like, at least when I was younger, we didn't have a lot of gym and we didn't lift. But I was doing a lot of boxing, dude, like a lot of, like, body training. And I would do like body weight, like because we didn't have access to the gym. We'll do most of our work like on bar and lifting our own weight, doing this type of stuff. Anyways, and when I arrived here in North America and Canada, and I discovered the gym, dude, I went crazy on it. Like I was an exchange student here, and I went crazy on the gym, man. But I look so thin compared to everybody else. But people, they were losing their mind because, like for example, on the push-up, like sorry, on the not push-up, like the développé couché on the bench, right, for the pec, I will literally like push almost like 2 times of my weight. Right? So I will look like really thin like that, but I will push like 2 times my weight, boom, at the bench press. Which was pretty heavy. Calisthenic, yeah. Now they have this fancy name, so I was not doing calisthenic. Like I see what they do, like it was insane. Like what the calisthenic guys are doing, it's pretty impressive. But man, like I come from a city where we have a really good like sport culture, but we don't have the money behind it. So my boxing club was something like €10 a year. I'm not even kidding. It was like €10 a year to go to the boxing club. But we were boxing in a room with nothing on the ground, like just us with some bunch of blood, and it was awesome, man. Like I not regretted it. But the point is, like, compared to the way it's developed in North America, it's night and day, dude. Like here, it's like the sport is so big, it's so good for the youngest and the people, like Anyways, when I discovered that, I was losing my mind. People are just expecting too much from people's look. Muscle are much more dense than fat, so you can look thin but lift heavy. Yeah. And I think it's also depend how you work out. Yeah, exactly. Many people train to have big muscle, not actually increase their strength. Yes. So, like when I was training for boxing, we will do a lot of like I don't know the word in English, but like the way you train for boxing is like pure strength, pure speed, and maximum intensity. So in French, we'll say fractal. I don't even remember, man. I don't even know how to speak. But like you do short intense movement, short break, short intense movement, short break, short intense movement. Like this is how you get good, right? Function. I don't even remember. Boxing also controlling your adrenaline level to be cool, headed in fight much harder than people realize. Yeah. And that come with time, right? Like when I did my first like competitive fight, those like, and the round was super small. They were like 1 minute and 15 seconds. Because before you get to longer rounds, you need to practice a lot. But those 1 minute 15 seconds, they were really long, brother. It's not, Anyways, okay, let's go back. So yeah, I was a pretty fun video, chat. I want to see how long I could keep one installed on my system, which I can't ever because I always push things to the max. And I went from Arch to NixOS for fun. It has been great so far. Man, now I'm thinking about this. How do I say that? It's not fractal. Oh, interval. Yeah. This is how you practice, dude. At least in boxing, this is how I was practicing. I don't remember how you do. I don't remember the word, dude. I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna have to stop the stream. I use it for burning fat. So, what browser is that? This is Helium browser. So this is like when I was younger. This is how we actually practice when I was doing. So I did English boxing and I did French boxing. It's called Savate. Watch. Yeah, that's what I did. So they're always like, this is literally how we trained. You see, like nothing on the ground, empty thing, and let's go. This is literally how we train, brother. It's literally like that. So me, I was doing it bare feet. But you see, it makes your body lean, right? So you don't look huge. But I'm telling you, you eat. I'm telling you, it doesn't look like that. But I'm telling you. So for this, I have the great. You see the outfit, like the foreigner when they see the outfit, they are making fun of us. And it's fair. But I'm telling you, this is really, really solid, chat. Let's see if we have video on that, dude.
All right, guys. Muay Thai guy bald, Savate guy in blue. So right now, oof, they look very stereotypical. Muay Thai guy especially looks stereotypically Muay Thai. Savate is French boxing. Usually it's in shoes. Comes from the sailor days, apparently. It's a very old system, but their kicks are super, super fluid. And since he doesn't have shoes, he's not going to kick with his toes as much. But just kicking at each other's rib area. The Muay Thai guy got that kind of Muay Thai little step going on, right? Looking like Sagat. And the French boxer, aka the Salvatore. Is that what you call him? He's more gonna be more flowy, right? Ooh, he knows how to.
So you see, normally in Savate, you don't block the low kick like that. You're not supposed to block them. Savate, you don't have the... Because I did Muay Thai too. Savate, you don't use your elbow. You don't use your knee. But there is some really like vicious play. For having doing both of them when I was younger at a pretty serious level, Muay Thai, you have to be like stronger to take the shot, to take the hit. Where in Savate, you have to be more agile and more technical. I would say a good Savate guy will destroy a Muay Thai guy like 99% of the time. Like it's actually really efficient. Speedrun to rebranding from a Linux channel to sport channel.
Check Muay Thai guys' kicks too. That really hurt. Look at that.
But you see the counter, like everything related to the Savate is way more efficient than Muay Thai. Muay Thai, you need strong bone. Yeah, you need this ability to really like take the shot. In Savate, you don't need to take the shot because the guy will be out before that.
He punched the Muay Thai guy before the Muay Thai guy's roundhouse kick got to him.
Yeah, because you have to be way faster.
This was a match. I don't know from when, but this has been sent to me before, but sometimes you got to send me a few times and then I see it, right? I get sent a lot of stuff.
So what is this guy going to say? Like, I like to see different perspectives.
Nope. Oof.
So you see that it doesn't exist
rib.
in
Savate
French.
Feeling that.
French boxing, we don't do knee like that.
Not too much pummeling by Samak guy. So
it could have been in a.
I get a feeling this is probably kickboxing. Wow! Punch to the sorry. Kick.
Boo! Okay, I don't want to make you see that, but like, yeah. French lost. What? It's not lost.
In 19th century France, a fight didn't begin with a bow or a handshake. It began with a heavy leather boot to the face. Born in Parisian alleyways and the dockyards of Marseille, French
Yeah, you see? And the dockyard of Marseille.
Kickboxing, known as Savate, became one of the most sophisticated striking systems in all of Europe. So why isn't Savate a dominant combat sport today?
That's right. Like it's not well known. I think it's because to watch is not as entertaining as
answer that
English boxing or
Savate's brutal origins, its refinement into a gentleman's sport, and how history managed to sideline this martial art. If you like this kind of content, click like or subscribe, favouring kicks over punches, both for balance but also to hang on to different parts of the ship when needed. This style became known as chausson after the soft, slipper-like shoes that sailors wore when at sea. But naturally, when sailors ended up brawling in the bars and alleys of local port towns, these kicking techniques that they favoured would come into play. Some historians have even suggested cross-influence between French sailors and the Brazilian martial art of capoeira due to a number of technical and cultural similarities and the presence of French
Chad,
traders and Navy.
You want to watch that? You tell me, because we cannot watch it, but like it is pretty interesting, dude. I remember I watched a show where some like two American like GI come to my place in Marseille and they try Savate and they're like, oh, those guys are so thin, they're so lean, you know, blah blah blah. Oh, cool! They talk about the grade,
color, culminating in the silver glove.
Yeah. So red, you have access to competition. I don't remember which one it is. Like the white or the glove, you have the level of a teacher, and this is way higher. Like,
which is roughly equivalent to a black belt. Competition formats usually include assault, which emphasizes control and technical scoring, and combat, which allows full contact and knockouts. So with its interesting history and technical sophistication, and interrupted by war, while during the same period other martial arts, in particularly those from Asia, were expanding rapidly. The second factor may be cultural. Savate lacked the Eastern mysticism that captivated audiences throughout the 20th century, particularly during the martial art boom periods of the early 1900s and then again in the 1970s and the 1980s. Third is language and media. Savate remained largely French-facing, while the major engines of global combat sports have developed in English-speaking markets.
Yeah, fair. That sucks. This is such a good sport, chat. This is really such a good sport, chat. Anyways, I'm out, dude. I'm out. We had a good stream. I had a good stream today. I'm gonna have to check my I have to check the way I set up my UPS there, because there is definitely a problem, dude. Muay Thai got a big boost in the early 2000s because of USC and in North America. Yeah. Well, I think yeah. Like I have to say, like, Muay Thai is a really efficient kickboxing sport. So I think it deserves to be there. I think what really killed like Savat is just the way he look. Like when you watch Savat, like your first impression will be like, what are they doing? Are they dancing? Like, you know, like it's odd, right? You have to wear the pink glass. Wait. Salut everyone! As always, we're gonna start with a little bit of context. It's official. I'm switching to Hannah Montana Linux because I'm tired of this package breaker rage and I love pink. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Okay, okay, I stop with this. I stop with this. I think one day, like, I'm gonna try to talk to Chris, and he's gonna be like, man, this guy made fun of me for so long. I can't talk to him, like, he just hates me. Which is not the case, but anyways. Guys, I'm out. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the love. We got some donation. We got a new member on the channel. We got renewal of membership on the channel. I'm really thankful for that. Okay. So much swag. So those are not my glasses. They are the glasses of my children. And I keep them here because sometimes they make me present. And I think, yeah. I just push it to the max now. So guys, thank you very much for all the love, okay? Next week, I hope we're gonna have more things to discuss. But yeah, I'm out. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the FIFA game. I think there is some good thing. Canada is playing. France is playing. We're gonna go strong. Whoa! And yeah, whatever team you are supporting, I am out. Thanks again for watching, guys. You're the best. I'm the best. We are all senior Linux user. And yeah. Hannah Montana for the win. Yeah.